The persistent monk. In a tranquil mountain monastery, nestled between towering peaks, there lived a monk named Jiro. He had taken the vow of silence and devoted himself to a life of simplicity and spiritual practice. Every day, he woke before dawn to meditate, worked diligently in the monastery gardens, and studied the ancient teachings of his order. Despite the beauty of the monastery and the peace it brought him, Jiro was not content with merely following the daily routine. He yearned for a deeper understanding, an experience of enlightenment that he felt was still out of reach. Jiro's desire for spiritual growth was sincere, but as the years passed, he struggled with doubts and distractions. The more he meditated, the more he felt his mind wandering, restless and unfocused. The distractions of the monastery, from the occasional chatter of visitors to the needs of the gardens, seemed to prevent him from achieving the clarity he sought. Every day, he sat in meditation, but still, he felt far from the enlightenment he had hoped for. The path felt long and difficult, and sometimes, his resolve wavered. One morning, after a particularly frustrating meditation session where his thoughts seemed to be all over the place, Jiro went to see the head monk, Master Ryo, for guidance. "Master," Jiro said humbly, "I have practiced for many years, and yet, I still feel as if I am far from understanding. My mind is restless, my heart is uneasy, and the distractions around me only seem to pull me further from my goal. How can I find peace within myself?" Master Ryo, an old and wise monk, listened carefully and then gave a knowing smile. "Jiro, the path you seek is not an easy one. But you must remember, growth and understanding do not come in a single moment. They come through the persistence of small actions, repeated day by day, with patience and devotion." Jiro, feeling both frustrated and encouraged, asked, "But Master, I have been persistent. I have followed the practices diligently, yet my heart is still unsettled." Master Ryo nodded. "You are like a seed planted in the earth. The seed does not sprout overnight, nor does it bloom after a single day of sun. It grows slowly, its roots pushing deeper into the soil, each day a small step toward becoming what it is meant to be. You must trust that the work you are doing now, though unseen, is shaping your future. You cannot force the flower to bloom. You must simply tend to the soil with care, knowing that, in time, it will." Jiro bowed his head in gratitude, though his heart was still burdened by doubt. "I understand, Master. But how long will it take? How will I know when I have truly found peace?" Master Ryo, seeing Jiro's internal struggle, offered a final piece of wisdom. "It is not about when, but about how. Each moment of your practice is a part of the whole. Do not focus on the end, for it will always be just beyond your reach. Focus instead on the practice itself, the effort you put forth in each moment. When you walk the path with patience and perseverance, the destination will reveal itself to you when the time is right." With these words, Jiro returned to his meditation and daily routines, though his doubts still lingered. He continued his practice, though now with a renewed sense of dedication. The restlessness in his mind slowly began to ease, and while enlightenment did not come overnight, Jiro noticed small shifts in his perspective. He began to appreciate the subtle joys of his daily life, the stillness of early morning, the sound of birds in the garden, the gentle movement of the wind through the trees. He found peace not in the grand moments of spiritual insight, but in the quiet persistence of his daily practice. Seasons passed, and Jiro continued to meditate, to tend the garden, and to follow the teachings of his master. Then, one crisp autumn morning, after years of steady practice, Jiro sat in his usual meditation spot in the garden. The sun was low in the sky, casting a soft, golden light over the land. For the first time in many years, Jiro's mind was still. His heart was calm, and in that stillness, he experienced a profound sense of unity with the world around him. He had not forced it, he had simply trusted in the process, allowing his practice to unfold naturally. In that moment, Jiro understood what Master Ryo had meant. Enlightenment was not a destination to be reached, it was a way of being in the world, shaped by years of dedication, practice, and perseverance. He realized that the journey itself, the small, seemingly insignificant actions taken day after day, was the true path to spiritual growth. Jiro returned to Master Ryo, who was sitting quietly in the courtyard. With a deep bow, Jiro said, "Master, I now understand. The path is not about reaching an end, but about the persistence to continue, regardless of the challenges. It is through our daily actions, repeated with patience and devotion, that we transform." Master Ryo smiled and placed a hand on Jiro's shoulder. "Indeed, my student. The persistence of the river carving the stone, the slow growth of the seed into the tree, these are the ways of the world. You have learned to walk the path with patience, and in doing so, you have found what you sought." Moral: perseverance in practice, even in the face of challenges, is the key to spiritual growth. True progress is made not through sudden insights or grand achievements, but through the steady dedication to small, consistent actions. Just as a seed must slowly grow into a tree, so too must we trust the process, knowing that with patience and persistence, we will ultimately find the peace and wisdom we seek. Thanks for watching. If you found this video insightful, don't forget to give it a like, share it with others who might benefit, and subscribe to the channel for more valuable content like this. Hit the bell icon so you never miss an update. See you in the next video.